Morning, Victors. Finally back. I've been kind of out of it, not feeling very good, but finally back, and I'm excited to be back. And you know what? This morning, I almost didn't record. I was just gonna repost and then take a crack at it tomorrow. And I was kind of just sitting there making the kids breakfast, and I was like, why wouldn't I get out here and record? You know what? Because it's already been 7 days that I haven't done anything. You know, I've been taking my notes and still reading and stuff like that, but it's been 7 days since I've recorded something and took a step towards my dream and towards what I want to do. And it hit me that that's how it happens. It starts with one day. I'm just going to take a break. I'm going to take a break from my diet. You know, I've been doing it for 6 months. I'm gonna take a break from my diet, even though I ain't reached my goal yet. I'm gonna take a break from it, and I'm gonna just take the day, and then that one day turns into 2 days, then that 2 days turns into a week, and then that week turns into a month, and that month turns into 6 months, which turns into a year, which turns into what happened to me pursuing that dream. We gotta keep our foot on the gas, no matter how. We all got stuff. Like, no matter what, we all got stuff. It's true. We do. I got stuff. You got stuff. We all got stuff. But we got to get through those obstacles in order to get to our dreams. Morning, Victors. So, ever since I was a kid, I've kind of always known I wanted to be in some sort of entertainment. I didn't necessarily know what it was going to be, but I knew I wanted to be an entertainer, you know, and be on stage and be in front of the people, because I love talking to people, and I love whether it's making them laugh, making them have a good time. You know, that's why I think I enjoy karaoke so much, is I just love entertaining people. And it was cool when I decided to start doing the personal development. This was the path. This was my niche. This is what I decided I wanted to do, was help others and help others realize that they can encourage and empower themselves as well. But it took a lot of trial and error to get to this point of knowing that this is the path for me. Okay, there was a lot, and I do mean a lot of trial and error. You know, I tried basketball for years, and you know, it was fun, but I didn't really care for it. I didn't really love it and want to get up and do it every day. I kind of did it because it was fun, but I didn't love it. You know, I tried my hand in, I wouldn't say comedy. I tried my hand in comedy, and I didn't really love that neither. But this is something what I love doing. And what I'm getting at is, you gotta go through your trials and errors and your failures and successes in order to find your niche. You know, you're not gonna hit a home run the first swing. Well, some people do, but most of us don't. And it's okay, because the trial and error will help you find your niche. And once you find your niche that works for you, man, you can run with it. And so I just wanted to encourage people to go out and find your niche and find what works for you. So, morning, Victors. So another great lesson that I've learned that really helps me continue to move forward is asking the right questions. All right. And it's not that there are bad questions as much as there are questions to help you progress. And then there are questions that kind of keep you in the same place. And I'm going to give you an example of both. All right. A question that keeps you in the same place usually pertains to someone else. All right. So say you're at work and someone gets a raise and you're wondering why that person got the raise. Okay. That's kind of it's not that it's a bad question as much as it's a question that doesn't help you progress. The question you should ask yourself is, what can I do to put myself in position to get that raise? What can I do to put myself in position to be next in line? That is a progressive question. Bad questions usually pertain to other people, and it's curious about someone else. A progressive question is something that you can answer yourself. It is something that you can do and something that you can deal with. All right. Another example is, you know, God forbid it happened, but if you get cheated on, wondering why that person cheated on you, wondering why that person wants to do this with someone else. Okay, that is a bad question. No, the question is, what's the next move? That's the question you ask yourself. What's the next move? What do I do from here? that is a question that will allow you to take a step forward instead of being in the same place thinking and running over your mind about something that you can't control. No, what you can control is what's next. And so I really wanted to share that with you guys today. Morning, Victors. So I was thinking about my son and I's relationship and how much I just love our communication. And the reason my son communicates with me so well is because I keep the criticism down. And it's just a lesson that I learned a long time ago because I can't stand being criticized. In order to keep the communication up, you got to keep the criticism down. So if you find yourself in a situation, whether it's in a relationship with a spouse, a family member, a loved one, if you find that they are no longer talking to you, it's probably because at some point when they try to open up to you, you criticize them when they needed help. Okay, I have been through this personally. You know, you open up to someone and you tell them what your problem is, and instead of them helping you, they talk down to you. No. And that's one thing I'd never do with my son, and I do my best to not do it. And trust me, I get frustrated, but I just know how I feel when I make a mistake and I want to open up and I tell someone and they criticize me. No, I make sure not to do that with my son. And I want to make sure you guys don't do that neither. So, morning, Victors. So hopefully everyone had a great Thanksgiving. I myself had a great one with the friends and family that came over. And so yesterday morning, I'm actually making these scalloped potatoes, and I was missing a couple of ingredients for the recipe. So I had to run to the store. And so on my drive over, it had me thinking about how this it relates to life, because we all have these great recipes to cook. We all have our recipes for ourselves as well. We have the recipe for our happiness. We have the recipe for our health. We have the recipe to just be successful. What a lot of us are missing are the ingredients to make this recipe. And I'm going to give you this example. All right. Say you're making a mac and cheese, right? We know the staple to the mac and cheese, for the most part, you need noodles and you need cheese, okay? What are the noodles and cheese to your happiness, all right? So for myself, the noodles and cheese to my happiness are fun and my kids. You know, like, that is the staple. Those are the staple to my life. That is a staple to my happiness. I need to be having fun and I need my kids around, all right? Now from there is when you start adding like your salt and your peppers. And so what is your salt and pepper to your you have your mac and cheese. What's the salt and pepper to your life? You know what? Being grateful. Being grateful is a huge part of my life. It's a huge bit of, it's the flavor in me. It is being grateful and learning. I love learning so much, and it is such a huge part to my happiness. And so what else do you add to your mac and cheese? What other ingredients do you need in your life to actually make this recipe come true? We got to think about these things, and maybe thinking about it in that way will help more people go for it. So that's my spill for the day. We all got the recipes to our lives. We just need to get the ingredients. So I want to thank those of you that bought your 30 Days to Inspire Living task books. If you're looking to create action, hit the link above me. We're going to stop saying no to our dreams and start saying yes, yes, yes to our dreams. I got kids, so you know I'm tired, but I'll be here tomorrow to help us live inspired.